All right, so here's the intro to the next step of the buggy. I ordered some new bolts and nuts from a website called, what is this? Acu Components. I just found them. They're not a sponsor or anything. I found them online. They had the measurement of bolts that I needed. They had a 12mm bolt that replaces this one. So we're in business, and let me show you why. The problematic section that we've been having, solved. We have a new bolt for that. Front end bolts, problems, solved. New 10x70s. High tensile steel instead of that Chinesium stuff. Got the front end mostly reassembled. It's all painted with a high, what's it called? Hold on. High performance enamel black. That's the same thing I coated the shocks in. I don't know why some of these are matte and some of these are shiny. I don't really know. It's all the same can of paint. But we're gonna get the front end reassembled next time I work on it. I'm having issues filming. It's, again, difficult. But since the front end is in, all the bolts are loose right now, so we're not tightening anything down just in case. No, we're not tightening anything down until we're ready. I painted this. This looks good. It looks really good with the black and blue. I'm a fan of that. I found these freaking things on Temu. They look neat, so I just put them on there. And yeah, so the goal for next time. I will film some of this when I can. The next time I work on this, I don't know when, soon, hopefully whenever I have my dad's assistance when he's not busy. We're gonna replace the 4 10x70s up here, the 4 here, the 4, same exact 4 on the other side because I bought all new ones, and if you're replacing bolts, my dad told me it's better to just replace all of them, so we're doing that. I'm not gonna mess with the other longer ones, just because they are in and they are doing fine. The only reason I'm replacing this one is because we took it out and ruined it in the process of taking it out, and I'm not going to do that to the other ones. After that, it's going to be getting the calipers off the rear end, which they're pretty loose right now, so they should just come off when they're unbolted. Take the calipers off, get rid of this brake line, and then get the rear end resituated. Good. Then find a replacement for this CV. Find a replacement for this CV because this connected to that on the engine, and it had a rubber bushing in there to, prevent damage and shit, and it's no longer with us because this machine is 8 years old. 8? 18. Fuck, this came out in 2007. This thing's ancient. Shit. This thing is old as dirt. So yeah. I don't know how I managed that. I also got one gnarly little blister on my hand after trying to fucking slide the, what is it called? Rack and pinion back into the front. Once we do all of that, wheels go on. We reassemble the steering section. It's got a little bit of work I need to do. And pedals, a new steering wheel, reconnect the shift linkage, double check the bearings on the rear differential, and then we're chilling. And by chilling, I mean we're 85% of the way there, because this was the big issue. I need to do paint. Look at that. I need to paint that again. Look at that. I got more paint, so it's fine. Once I touch everything up on here, give it a new quick coat of paint, let that dry. We're going to then have fun with the BigBear. We're gonna get the BigBear engine slotted in. Once we get that new CV connector, gonna slap it onto the diff, get that all hooked up, get some new calipers, a new master cylinder. I need seats. If anybody knows where I can buy seats, let me know. I have no idea. Yeah. Peace. So, today is a new day. I'm going to be painting. I'm also going to be trying a budget GoPro that I purchased for like 80 bucks. It's a windy, beautiful, no cloud day, so hopefully it'll be a good day to do this. The trees around here don't really drop anything, so I'm not worried about leaves or anything. So let's get started. Now, I don't know if what I captured on the GoPro is any good footage, but I'm really going in and touching up anywhere that didn't get enough of the sparkle from the metallic paint, because there are some areas that just got like blue. I know there's a little bit of rust still here and there, but some places got like this right here where it's not as blue, or the blue is worn out, or just going through, touching up just touching it up. Because I did like 2 coats on it, but there's some places that I missed because I'm an idiot. It just is what it is. So I'm gonna keep going, and I'll catch up in a minute. All right, for the time being, I believe I've touched up everything that needs to get touched up. I painted the shift linkage, I've painted that bar in the middle that I've missed, touched up all some of the gray spots that I've been seeing, but I can see another one over there, so I'll take care of that. Getting that sparkle back to this thing. Trying to do my best to make it look good, you know. This is a budget build, I'm gonna tell you guys. This is a budget build. I am doing the utmost I can to make this as cheap as possible for me. So, not sure what else I can do. I know I need to get that painted at some point. I gotta take that off and paint it. We'll be doing that. I need to buy new crown nuts for the, what are they called? The words elude me. Rack and pinion to, fuck, I don't know. Those, you can see those. The things that fucking crown nuts go on. And new cotter pins for those. I painted the mysterious rack on rack. That's in place. I don't have any of the mounting brackets ready. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 that need to get made. I coated them in paint. When they're dry, flip them over, do the backside, put them on the machine. Once that's good, once I got all the rest of that, so we do have a new dilemma has entered the show. I need to put the radiator in. Now, it was in the front originally, and as much as, you know, sorry, I was setting it down. As much as, you know, I'd love to put it back where it belongs, I would need new oil lines, and those, I don't know where to fucking get oil lines that are specific lengths, so I'll have to do some research, and we can choose to run it back to the front, or, I don't know, we put it up on the side or somewhere back here just to take the one off of that and just keep it near the engine. But that's what we could do, because the brackets are still here to put that back on. I don't know if we're gonna use that one or the oil cooler that was on that or what, but that's one of the things that we have to take care of. All right, guys, welcome back. Today's gonna be hopefully a good bit of work. Last time we did a good few things. And one of them was tightening up the whole front end, getting the front tires back on. Today I might be bolting down the rack and pinion, but I think I'm gonna be replacing this. We've changed up the design a little bit, so I only need a rack and pinion now, just the one, not this weird little contraption they had. So what I'm thinking is to replace this, and then we get the tie rods and everything situated later, because this is easily accessible and unboltable, so we can just undo that whenever we're ready. But today I'm gonna be pulling this apart for the most part, because we need brakes, and I don't feel like buying new brake calipers and stuff when I've got two four-wheelers with front disc brakes that I could use for the front and rear disc brakes on this. So I'm gonna be pulling this apart, all that fun stuff, just, you know, seeing the list of parts I can sell and stuff, see if I can make some money back. Another goal for today is finally getting the rear end back up on its own wheels. We're gonna finally get this bolt fixed, put the end caps on, and get this, you know, put back on its own wheels with the shocks and stuff. We have the new bushings for those, so we're gonna get that all set up and good to go at some point. So for this, instead of having it be a side-by-side, we're gonna just have one seat in the middle. So we're gonna end up having to cut these off, cut this off, and rebuild the steering to come up from here out the center and have the steering wheel like right here instead. I feel like that'll be better off than trying to fit two seats in. We're gonna be replacing pedals today, or pedals and springs later today. Just kind of for the most part, I wanted to take some more things off of this, like the shift arm. That's not gonna stay there. We're gonna move that. Yeah, so let's kind of get started. Fun little thing is that the bushings we got to replace the ones that were gone are too wide. So we've already done one of the, oh, this new phone zooms in really well. We had to trim it down to fit it on there, and these are fitted with temporary bolts until I buy new ones. But for now, since we've already done the one, we know how much to cut off of this one. We're gonna put that on the other side, and we're actually going to be getting the rear end up on its own wheels again. Somehow, in the meantime, we have lost the end caps, so we have to find those. So, yeah, wait. I have 3. Do you want to just
Yeah,
put...
they're no good.
Okay, well. We're gonna find wherever we misplaced the end caps and put them on at a later time. But we're gonna get this on its wheels, and that's gonna be a huge piece of progress. Right, Dad?
Yep.
All right. I didn't get time to really record too much of this one. So I'll just include this in another episode or something. But we got the rear end kind of rebuilt, put it back up on its wheels, front end's tightened down. The rack and pinion will be replaced eventually. My pedals actually apparently work, so we're gonna just keep those. This is what it looks like with the seat in it. I found a hell of a deal on Marketplace for Can-Am Maverick X3 blue seat, and it just beautifully sits in there. The idea going forward is we're going to put the steering in the middle here. So this bar is going to go, because we're going to keep this as a one-seater. We're just gonna reuse these the mounting brackets for the steering. We're just gonna shift it over to the center and link this up. And the way that we just tested it, we might not even need to do a whole lot of extra fancy stuff. It might just need one shaft and a support in the middle here. So that's some pretty damn awesome news. Here's what it also looks like with the gas tank and rack on it, the back rack. So that'll sit right above the engine once we slot that in there. And with that, if you look right, where is it? Looking at it. Can I see it? What am I looking at? Right there. Right there. That is the, can I focus on that? Yes, it can. Dude, this new phone is awesome. That is the splined shaft going into the differential that we're gonna have to hook the motor up to once it goes in there. But we're almost there. Wait, seriously, we're almost there. We get the steering situated. We get brakes for all 4 tires set up because it's got 4 discs. We just need to put new calipers on, line up the brakes with new master cylinder and everything. I fixed this structural in here with some welding when I have the ability to go pick up some metal. And it's just, yeah, we got to make a bracket for the seat in there, and it'll be so awesome. And then the roll cage can go back on at some point in the future. I'm just so happy with how this looks. It just looks so good. Like it's just sitting on its own wheels. And from that shit-ass doodle green that it looked like a while ago, I'm really happy with how this is coming along. You know, for my first project into this kind of the thing, I'm jumping up the deep end pretty much with this project compared to just like, for example, getting a 4-wheeler running or something. Like getting it running, if it wasn't running, is different from rebuilding essentially a car. So this is crazy. So next time I work out here, I know I said this last time, but I'm gonna probably start taking this apart. There used to be calipers on the front of this. I guess whoever owned it took them off before me, so I'm gonna have to find calipers. I was planning on just reusing the disc brakes from the 4-wheeler on that thing, but I have no idea. But yeah, I'm gonna start taking this apart and seeing what I can use from this on there. So like if the fan on here is working and that one's not, whatever, because we have 2 donor bikes for the motor specifically for that. And we got some, these tires are not severely dry rotted, so we might be putting these big ass tires on the back of that at some point. And I have ideas in mind on how to eventually make this into a 4-wheel drive buggy, but my dad told me no, that is not realistic. So, oh well. Last thing before I send you guys off, this. I don't know. This clearly had some sort of bushing in it. This is what I had connected from the diff to the engine. So engine side, diff slotted in here, and there was some sort of rubber mounting in here. I have no idea what this is called, how I would find something like this. I genuinely have no idea. If you have any idea what this is or how I can find a replacement, let me know, because I might need one. But since that one, the rear shaft on that coming out of the engine is just like a U-joint coming off, I'm probably just gonna splice those together at some point, but that's pretty much it.